y'all? It's your boy PO back with another one, man. And today, as y'all can see, we watching Drew Binsky. This video is called 8 Days Alone in the Most Dangerous Country in the World, Yemen. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, get your snack, get ready to enjoy. Let's get straight into this one.
People always ask me, Drew, what's the most dangerous country you've ever visited? And my answer is Yemen. Last night, I heard some gunshots. We got pulled over a few times. They searched my bags, they searched my pockets. Pretty sketchy to shoot any kind of video, so gotta keep the camera down. Visiting Yemen as a tourist is more dangerous than Afghanistan, Somalia, Libya, and Syria. Put it this way, I've never been more scared in my life to get kidnapped than my week-long journey across mainland Yemen. Alright, we're just about to cross the border right now. I showed up to the land border all alone and met up with a random tour guide named Abdul. Together, we embarked on an 8-day road trip into the heart of the country, across the Hadramaut state, from Al-Qaeda to Mukalla, Shibam.
I might actually have to edit this, bro. I'm over here trying to give y'all a bite, bro. Hurry up and eat it. This is your fault. Hey man, that's why you eat at the table, dog. Okay then, y'all. Oh, I forgot to wipe my laptop screen. Hold up, let me play the video.
I was determined to uncover the truth about this Middle Eastern nation that has been in a constant state of war for over a decade.
I'm not even gonna edit this. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gonna see how I am. We friends. We on FaceTime right now on me.
Abdul did not help to calm down my nerves as he kept saying things like, they are watching us. They know every move we are making.
Ooh.
I mean, like sometimes they go out without the inform us, and we need to keep worried about them.
He was referring to Al-Qaeda, the militant Islamic extremist group of jihadists responsible for countless terrorist attacks, hostages, and kidnappings around the world. For the last hour, we have been driving through Al-Qaeda territory, and it's really scary. As we crossed through random checkpoints, looking out the window at the waving Al-Qaeda flags, I couldn't help but fear for the worst. The word anarchy takes on a whole new meaning in a place like Yemen.
Yeah, there's no laws, you can steal. Nobody cares.
I saw a kid as young as 8 years old speeding down the highway while driving a pickup truck. I saw child soldiers even younger with massive guns strapped to their chests and knives in their belts.
With me on this
little
video,
kid
bro.
just has this knife in his pocket. The poverty line in Yemen is unbearable, with more than 60% of its 30 million residents living on less than $1 per day. The World Health Organization has declared Yemen as the world's largest humanitarian crisis, with severe shortages of food, clean water, and basic supplies.
You can see it on their faces. You can see it's that they are suffering, but they don't want to show it.
And I must admit that the cuisine, although very tasty, was a bit unsanitary. So we got the goats and the lambs right.
I ain't gonna lie, don't even tell me that while I'm trying to eat my ice cream, bro. What?
Right here, and then right here, they eat it. It gave me the worst food poisoning. Goats and the lambs right here, and then right here, they eat it. It gave me the worst food poisoning of my life. My stomach is wrecked, and it makes traveling not fun at all, especially when you're using toilets that are holes in the ground. But this is only part of the story that
They eating right next to the animals that they cooked up.
I want to tell you.
Welcome to Yemen!
Yemen is beautiful, and there's nothing more rewarding than to witness a culture that few outsiders get to see. Why does she wear those hats?
To protect them from the sun, and also it's their traditional.
Wow, that's so cool. The pure raw adrenaline.
So it's their traditional.
That's amazing. Wow, they just follow her like that? Wow.
so cool. The pure, raw adrenaline rush of just being there is what I live for. Salam alaikum. Much like other countries in the Arab world, Yemeni hospitality is warm, curious, and genuine.
Hi, I'm Najat. Hi, my name is Shrouk. Hi, I'm Sarah. Hello, I'm Safa.
And we are just
Hi, my name is Shrouk. Hi, I'm Sarah. Hello, I'm Safa.
Sarah sounds
And
like
we are
she
just-
could be like a Siri voice.
Hi, my name is Shrouk. Hi, I'm Sarah. Hello, I'm Safa.
And we are just cruising
Tell me
around right
more.
now. You have to remember that the people are not the same as their governments, and Yemenis want nothing more than peace and stability.
He said everything is gonna be okay.
Every time I went inside a small shop or a house, the local people were quick to break bread and eagerly share insight into their special culture. A culture I've come to adore. I
If you
even
can't break
stumbled
bread,
upon
you
this
fake.
crazy
I had
celebration
one more
where I
book
was
on my
invited to
plate.
dance and sing
It was me and
throughout
bro
the night.
was in
And
the
I came
store.
across
Now me and him both eating 50-cent cakes.
amazing wedding ceremony, and everyone's so friendly and they're doing the traditional dances. Salam alaikum.
Thank you.
If I sang
Stick
that
with
right.
me as I navigate under pressure to amazing sites like Shibam from the 15th century.
This is what we call Manhattan of the desert.
I take you deep inside the valley of Wadi Dohan, which rivals the Grand Canyon in its beauty, and we venture into lawless cities like Mukalla, where
How old is
anything
that guy?
can happen. As I give you a glimpse
How
of the
old is that
amazing
kid?
Yemeni people and their traditions, I will say that this road trip is not for the faint-hearted. But for all you travel crazies out there, let me show you what it's really like to go solo in a war zone and why it's so easy to fall in love with Yemen. Before we dive into Yemen, I want to send you a free digital version of this book, my top 100 travel books.
No thanks.
Yemen, country number 1. First 24 hours consisted of driving westbound across the surprisingly beautiful coast to a town called Al-Qaeda. Last night, I heard some gunshots, and I think it was because of a celebration, but I'm not sure. The drive was more greenery and mountains than desert, but we did see our fair share of camels. We stopped several times along the way. First, to eat. We just got invited for a home-cooked meal. Gonna get some Yemeni food.
No problem, come.
You're very nice. Thank you. Shukran. What's the name in Arabic? Khubz. Wow. Thank you.
Let's see what it's talking about. This look good. I ain't gonna lie. This look good. The rice look good. Do you mix this with the rice maybe?
What's the name in
And these like tortilla looking things. He said it's called
Arabic? Khubz.
Khubz.
And this
Khubz.
is Arabiacan.
Very good. Then we stopped again at a local khat market. Remember that video I made in Somaliland? It's like smoking cigarettes.
It's just like smoking cigarette or doing it or alcohol or something like that. It gives you energy, it boosts your mind, it boosts your intelligence.
It's that same addictive plant that you chew on to get high, and it's a huge epidemic here in Yemen. As I gazed out the window, I saw lots of poverty, kids tapping on my arm to get some coins, lots and lots of garbage.
I'm cold
Everywhere
after
is
that.
covered in trash. And also, there's a lot of military presence and checkpoints, bringing me back to my time in Afghanistan. I am now safe at my hotel in a city called Al-Qaeda. It was a wild experience today, very eye-opening. Yeah, just trying to take it all in, and mixed with the fact that I haven't slept in about 48 hours. Need to get a good night rest. For the last 7 years, I've gone around the world to see what I could buy for $10. Not only is this helpful for budget travelers, but it really shows you what's unique about a given culture. In Yemen, I was super nervous to film inside random street markets and restaurants, but it was really rewarding to be able to tell this story. Today, I'm in a city in the dead center of Yemen called
I
Sayoun.
love seeing how US dollars convert in other countries, bro.
$10 is about 5,500 Yemeni riyals. It's time to see how much we can get. Yemeni food is fantastic and is often consumed in a shared communal gathering on the floor. My favorite thing is called khabis. That's the big oven, or basically the best tortilla you've ever had. Dip it in your spicy omelet, and there you have a very tasty meal. So good.
That sounds
Really
good.
good. One cannot visit Yemen without noticing its khat epidemic. This plant is seen and sold everywhere and is commonly enjoyed after lunch. It's 100% natural and legal. I guess it just keeps you awake. Now we are heading onwards to the market, which is super big and bustling here in Seoul.
So
I'm going to try to buy a Yemeni
breakfast.
flag. That's my goal, but I haven't
Energy
seen
plant
them selling it
thingy.
anywhere. So if I can't get a flag, I'm going to have to buy something else.
Let's
It's
see
really
what
crowded
else.
in this market. Wow. So it looks like we're out of luck with the flag, and second option, I'm gonna buy a new scarf. If you visit Yemen as a tourist, it's mandatory to keep a low profile or else you will find yourself in situations that are not good. The best way to blend in is by wearing a traditional outfit and a turban, so I found a small shop to get the latter. That one. Fifth to the left one, the blue and white one. Yes, could you put it on me?
هذا عنده أي خيار.
I like the feel of this one better. It feels nice. Shukran. 2000. Shukran. Nothing, and I mean nothing, beats an afternoon chai. All it is sweet milk tea, and you can find it from India down to Yemen, across North Africa. I went to the most local shop I could find, run by this little kid. Chai.
Chai, chai.
Yeah.
What, Khalid?
Shukran. Okay, I got my chai here. It's piping hot. That is just the best taste, the sweetest taste. The Arabian Peninsula and Middle East is filled with all kinds of sweets, and halva is my favorite one. We headed into a local market to find some Yemeni halva, and I landed with this one. Shukran. All right, it's time to give it a try. Oh.
That look like
Sweet
ice
smell
cream,
of
but
sugar.
like it's
In Yemen,
not cold.
everybody
bro.
just uses their hands. I mean, it's almost like there's no utensils here. You see how hard that is? There we go. It almost looks like brown sugar. It's like powdery texture. When you chew it, it kind of forms together in your mouth. It's like a sweet Yemeni caramel. In total, I got a
wanna try
breakfast, chat, a turban, chai, and hava for $9.57.
Sheesh.
If you're like me, then you know that the best parts of travel are the real-life experiences that money can't buy. And when I found myself out in the middle of the desert, I came across a place that absolutely blew my mind. Welcome to this special valley that few outsiders have ever encountered. This is so cool. I got caught in the middle of a Yemeni wedding. And their celebrations, their chants are incredible. Everyone's so friendly. All right, everybody's walking, so we're walking with them. I don't know where we're going. In the center of Yemen is a giant canyon called Wadi Dohan. And at the bottom of this canyon, you can find mini settlements that are entirely made out of mud bricks.
It's almost 1. I gotta work at 7 tomorrow.
أهلا وسهلا بكم إلى مدينة صيف. Welcome to Saif Village.
And this village is known with the top houses, and it's very colored. And the people here are very outgoing they're very friendly, they welcome tourists, and they're very happy to have them here.
And what are the houses made from? Is it bricks?
The houses are made of mud brick.
It's crazy. I'm just walking around here, and like these are abandoned buildings. These mud bricks. There's no people in there. They look like hobbit holes. This is absolutely wild. From the blissful nature to the fascinating culture, this is truly a remarkable place on planet Earth, and it's not only my opinion. In 1982, it was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's just so peaceful in these villages, and they're just like stacked up on the mountain. It's so cool to see. They have these little squares for windows, and it's just filled with the nicest people. I mean, everyone comes up to me on the street, asks me where I'm from, what I'm doing here, and it's really cool, and it's just not really what you think when you think about Yemen. Assalamu alaikum. What's your name?
Omar.
You speak English? There are many thousand residents here who live quietly
Omar.
among
Shout out
themselves,
to Omar,
including a
man.
few rich Saudis who
He was
reside
in
in
one
these
of my
colorful
first streams
palaces.
showing
How many
love.
people live in this village?
I
the
think
bro.
900.
One of them is Osama bin Laden's family, because yes, he comes from this part of Yemen, and his wealthy family is still here. Walking along the streets, you'll find kids riding donkeys, old men walking with their
So you're
canes.
telling me Bin Laden was rich where he came from, and he did something like that, bro? What's up? Why?
And women farmers wearing tall cone hats made from palm leaves. They look like witches, and it's one of the most unique things I've ever seen in all of my travels. And lucky me, I just happened to stumble here upon a wedding on this perfect evening. It's really a special sight to see. I'm loving this right now. What you're seeing now is life, as simple as it can be.
Life here is simple, no difficult.
If you drive 2 hours north of here, you'll find a settlement called Shibam, which is known as the world's oldest skyscraper city. Shibam!
This is what we call Manhattan of the desert.
In Shibam, you'll find about 500 tall and ancient mud brick towers. It's really amazing, like these buildings are so tall.
And it's 650 years old. And instead of the tents, the first houses that the Bedouin choose to build, it was in Shibam, 7 floors.
It's so cool to be here in this moment right now. I'm not trying to trick you or lie to you by telling you how incredible Yemen is. I'm just being honest. I mean, these people, at least in this part of Yemen, are peaceful. They have lots of smiles and they're very humble. Yemeni hospitality is some of the best in the world, and there's no better place to experience it than inside a local household. I was invited to try one of the craziest meals in my life. If you happen to be squeamish or vegetarian, then you might want to skip ahead to the next part. So we have just arrived here in Seyoun, right in the heart and center of Yemen. Some of my buddies who we're driving with are from here, and one of their friends invited us into their house for some really home-cooked traditional Yemeni food. This is awesome. And look at all this delicious food. The generous offering of food to guests is one of the best customs in Yemeni culture. What happened? That's the third gas station we found, and they're all eating lunch. They don't want to help you. Despite Yemen sitting on large oil reserves, it's getting harder and harder to come by basic gasoline to fill up your car. It's so old school. It looks like 1945.
So now, because we have this situation and always we are in a war, so they didn't yet produce oil yet.
Or maybe it's being stolen by your neighboring
Yes,
countries.
maybe. And they are selling it for us.
He carries that in the car? The extra gas? He is.
Come sit now.
Come on.
He said like you.
Like me? I'm 28.
My fault, I'm not
Okay,
talking,
thank
yo.
you.
You can see it in
Check
my
it out.
face. I'm
Bye-bye.
tired.
Why does nobody know their age and birthday?
Because normally we don't have like a birthday, we don't celebrate that.
Word.
Some people, they don't care about their age or...
So why do they say January?
They better, bro. They better like have like an But in these type countries, they don't be having acceptable ages for the girls and the men, bro.
First is their birthday. It's just like a joke.
Mostly people, they don't care about their birthday or their age.
Just because
Yeah, as I told you, we don't celebrate it. No one cares about it in general.
I wanted to make this video to show you that Yemeni
When's your
people and
birthday, man?
culture
My birthday,
represents
July
life
12th.
in its
I care
purest
about my
form.
birthday.
Nobody cares whether
King
you're
was born on
5
that
or
day.
30 or 90 years old, because they all treat each other with respect. In the Western world, we're so caught up in these numbers and we think we're getting old. I'm 28 years old. Does that mean I'm old? No, to these people, they don't even care. They also don't have this concept of materialism like we have in...
For me, it's not a fact about the age. It's a fact. I mean, I am blessed to continue to age. 'Cause people don't make it to my age. I'm 19. People don't make it to 19, man. So I am blessed to make it to the. I am blessed to, like, you feel me, get to the next level. But I'm just more like focused on the fact that, like, me, I was born that day. I'm not gonna say my real name, but P.O. was born that day, bro. Like, P.O. me, like, bro. Nobody else like me was born that day, bro. Nobody.
in the Western world. In other words, wealth is not as important to them when compared with family and friendship. I've hardly seen any big houses, fancy cars, smartphones, TVs, and even basic appliances like AC and seated toilets are few and far between. But smiles, family gathering, and laughter is seen everywhere. In one peculiar way, traveling through Yemen brings me back to my senses. And that is one of the most beautiful things about life in Yemen. As you know, not all life in Yemen is so beautiful and safe, especially for the women who face many difficult challenges. But one woman who I met is changing her personal narrative, finding beauty in even the most intense circumstances. This is Fatima.
And I moved to Yemen 6 years ago.
I'm trying to find a point to get a good thumbnail.
Yemen is going
like,
through a brutal war right now, and people have been doing anything they can to escape, but not Fatima. She did the exact opposite.
I am 22 years old. I was born in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I lived 17 years of my life in Saudi Arabia.
But her family ran into some difficulties and were forced to move to Yemen.
When you move from a place to another, you actually want to move to a better place. But in my story, I had to move here. So moving from Riyadh was hard, was difficult. I had to adapt to a different situation.
She essentially went from the first world to the third, and it was not the easiest of transitions.
I was living a modern life in Riyadh, but now, yes, I lost some things. I don't have what I had before, but I got used to it.
Out of all the hardships about living in Yemen, Fatima says the most difficult thing of all is staying healthy.
I struggled with my health a lot. You can't find good hospitals or good medical care here. It's really hard. People actually die doing labor, which is pretty scary if you are a woman. Also, you can't find healthy food. You can't find running water in some places. The electricity goes on and off. Sometimes it cuts off for about a whole day. You have to go through a whole day without electricity. So yeah, it's really hard.
Have you left since you've been here?
No, I haven't left at all because you are in a war country.
Yeah.
So you can't actually leave. It's really hard.
Have you ever met another tourist here aside from myself?
My fault, yo. I'm not trying to bounce
Yeah,
the
you
camera
are
like
the
that.
very first. Yes.
Just putting my stuff back in my pocket.
No, never.
So in 6 years, I'm the very first non-Yemeni, I mean maybe not non-Yemeni, tourist that you've seen come to.
No, you're actually the first non-Yemeni I've ever seen since I came here.
Wow.
That's.
And what, she said 5-6 years?
Strange.
Yeah.
So what do you
Is that
think
her
has to
actual
happen
voice?
for Yemen to get back to its olden days?
People should start loving each other. People should start to accept each other more. I mean, we are all human beings, so we should love each other
our
more. We
differences,
should
bro.
accept each other's
And if you
point of
can't,
view,
just-
no matter what, no matter
just
what
forget
color,
'em.
what
You don't
race,
gotta be
what
negative, bro.
religion. We have to accept each other. We have to love each other in order to overcome these problems.
Are you scared living here? Like when you walk outside, has there been any times where you're just like, I need to go back home, I'm really scared right now, what's happening?
At the first couple years, yeah, I was really scared. If I heard a gunshot, if I saw something, I would be like, no, I want to go home. I want to go to my bed. Don't talk to me. But when you get used to it, when you see these scenes daily, when you hear gunshots basically every couple days, you get used to it. So yeah, we kind of got used to it, but sometimes yeah, we get scared.
Fatima is brave. Even though it wasn't her choice to move to Yemen, she's now stuck here for the foreseeable future, and she's been forced to adapt to this lifestyle. This girl represents the 30 million other innocent civilians in Yemen who are sacrificing their health, their safety, and their overall well-being to tough out this war. Her hardships into a success. She is going to paint a more complete picture of what life looks like for many other women in Yemen. This is Sharouk.
And I'm living normally as a Yemeni woman.
This young woman comes from the south coastal town called Mukalla.
Life is so safe. We are like the safest governors in Yemen, and we're having our own normal life.
Sharouk is back in school and doing very well.
I'm studying architecture and environmental planning.
And you're also studying English?
I'm not studying English.
You just learned it like you're brilliant.
Yeah, I got it from Disney Channel.
Which movie?
Wow.
Hannah Montana. Yeah, exactly.
When we think about Yemen, we tend to
That's
think
so
about war
crazy.
and terrorism. That's certainly what I thought before arriving here. But things in Hadramaut, at least, the region that we are currently in, seems to be going okay. Sure, there's a lot of police checkpoints and security, but what I've been seeing is markets that are lively, late night concerts that are crowded, and a riverside that is charming. The city is honestly beautiful. People are out and about on the streets just like in your hometown. Okay, let's get back on topic to Shahrukh and her role in Yemeni society.
Facts.
There's no denying that being a female here overall isn't as easy as in the Western world. There are many restrictions revolving around religion and tradition, which can be discussed in a separate video. But she's doing everything in her power to fight it, starting with showing her face, because about 99% of women in her city keep it completely
Do
covered.
they have to
I'm
do
showing
that?
who I am and my identity. As simple as that. That's how I should be. In my vision, women have the society. So women trying to do what men can do here. So me and my friends and a lot of women do the same what men can do. Working, studying, having our activities. A lot of normal things to have a normal life.
Shahrukh and a couple of her girlfriends started an activist club in Yemen called Takween, which revives culture in Hadramaut.
We're doing like musician nights, movie nights, discussion books. Also we care about how we can develop ourselves as youth to build our own area, small area to live in.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Hello, I'm Safa.
Sarah with
When
the
I'm hanging out
Siri
with them,
voice.
I feel like I'm home in the US, hanging out with my friends. And believe it or not, being a woman in Yemen does have its benefits.
Yeah, women go next level.
I've spent the last 24 hours with these girls, and I'm amazed by the priorities they have, especially with policemen.
In our society, a society filled with traditions and cultures, they believe that they should take care, and everyone should take care of women because women need to be protected. Yeah, during this messed up situation, it's good to be a woman in checkpoints and those things, in lines and that things.
Najat stopped by there, but they're so crowded. So he said, okay, we'll make the place for you, Najat.
Who said?
The policeman.
The policeman.
Yeah.
They let you come in.
Women next
Yeah,
level.
women queens.
It's great to see Shahrukh and her friends paving the way for the future of Yemen. They are so sweet and so sincere, and I really hope the situation clears up so more people can experience their hospitality and see the beautiful wonders of Yemen.
We're trying to have a simple
Dangerous and most impoverished countries in the world, there is so much hope that remains in the eyes of its people. They are without question some of the most resilient that I've come across in all my travels, toughing out severe living conditions and pushing forward to a brighter future. We can only hope for a safer situation in Yemen when the people in power realize that this is one of the most unique and special cultures in the entire world, and all 30 million Yemenis deserve better. I mean, the country is full of so many hidden wonders and surprises, and as I sit here and reflect on my trip, I can't help but have a huge smile on my face. I'm really looking forward to returning back to Yemen soon, maybe to the island of Socotra, or back to the Hadramaut province, or even to the capital of Sana'a to see the famous gingerbread houses. Thank you guys for watching, and if you want to stay updated
somewhere
on
y'all
my
wanna
travels,
visit,
you can
man?
do so on my free email newsletter where I send exclusive updates.
Alright, that's the video though. My fault I was skipping around. I was kind of not in tune with this video. W video though, man. Or Drew, I'm tripping. W video Drew. That's how you know I need to go to sleep, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Go enjoy some more videos on the channel. Go hustle, go get you some money. Go do something good. Go be safe, man. And yeah, be smart out here. It's your boy P, and I'm going.